Hi everyone, this is Eric with VBAHowTo.com, and I'm coming at you with a video, and this video is on we're continuing our donors and donations database. I'm going over that, and you can check out get the whole database and this here PDF file booklet that comes along with it at VBAHowTo.com. Today is called Module 2, Responding to User Actions. And again, all these concepts that I'm talking about in this series, if you didn't see video number 1, I'm going to link to the video number 1 in this series. There's eight modules that we're going to cover, and all the modules in this particular database are covered in the course, the VBA course that I put at VBAHowTo.com. You're going to learn in this one, you're going to learn about form events, the current event, the control events, and how can you benefit from them, how to reference form objects, how to set control properties, how to obtain values entered into a control, and how to use the DoCmd object. And you will find out how to use the control method, maximum what the control can do. And anyway, with VBA, you can maximize whatever the control can do. You can get out of the realm just using the GUI and go behind the scenes and go and do some things that are not available to you in the GUI. And so I always like to use VBA and have that flexibility that if you know that it can do this or that or the other thing, you can expand on whatever the potential of that control is. Expand it. Okay, open query, and this is not a part of the database, but the click event is a control event, and when you click a button, something happens. The btn open query it responds to a click event. All of us as people, we respond to images. We see images. We think in images. We don't think in words. We think in images. That's why Windows is such a great operating system. That's why you don't see many ABAP programmers or DOS, which is command line, terminals, and they don't have a lot of personality if you do find them. But people are interested in Windows just because, hey, you can see things. That's why it's so popular, because you can actually see something, and you have a graphical interface that you can interact with. Here we have a button, open query, and it responds to the click event. So you click on it and something happens. When they click on this one, it's going to open up a query. And let me see if I can go ahead and bring this over here, the database. And let's see. Okay, so here's a button, the filter button, and if I go ahead and click the filter button, it's gonna go ahead and find everything. So no records matched, your entry of $1 of $0. Okay, because everything is. So if I enter a value here, 15, let's say, and I click, it responds to the click event, bang. Click event. So now I have 3 records where the donation was greater than $15. Records filter, enter an amount. Which donor gave this amount? $15. So this donor gave $15, Howard. And well, let's see who else. Here I'm navigating through the lower form. Oh, actually, there was one that gave it, and Howard was the only one that gave, and he gave 3 times in the $50 one was here. So now I'm going to unfilter those to well, to everything. But anyway, before I do that, I want to go ahead back to here. We established that the click event. Okay, so something responds to the click event. More examples. We're setting the property, the control, setting a control property. The control part me is a reference to the actual form. So this form right here, it's me. Okay, it's personal reference. It references the form that you're seeing right now. It's in focus. The scope of this form, it's current. It is current state. It's in front of your face. We could say me. It has its own personal pronoun, me. So me.record source, the record source, and where in this is the record source. If you look at the behind the scenes, the design view, and we're going there. Okay, the me record source under the data, you see the record source here. All these are properties here. Record source type, fetch, filter. All these tabs contain properties for this form. So properties are all contained in these tabs. And the record source for this one right now is TBL donors. Now in the manual here, I'm saying select TBL donors where donor ID in the various donor IDs. So when I click, I'm going ahead and selecting any donor. These donor IDs gave me something greater than $15. And so now I'm including them in a comma delimited string, and that's what this in function does, is it gives me a string of all the, it's like saying or this or this or this or this. And this is easier to do, and when you're programming, when you're doing some VBA programming, to have it all in a delimited string. It's just easier to concatenate and to put them all together instead of using the or this or this or this or this. Okay, so you use in, you can just comma delimit it, and then whenever it's filtered, we're gonna spit out the message and change the caption of this box to records filtered. Really nice, because here we're changing the property of the BTN filter, the filter command button, to records filtered. And notice that the command button here, filter, if I click on that, command button filter, I could change it programmatically using VBA. Okay, so the record source, here we're changing the record source property of this. And we're getting the value from TXT filtered amount. We're getting the value from from here. Excuse me. Notice that the name TXT filtered amount, we're getting the value whatever's in that box. TXT filtered amount. And we're saying, okay, what's the value in that box right now? We're going to assign it to, we're going to assign the value from that box, and we're going to use that in our code. Okay, control properties. If you look at this, BTN filter caption, caption again. Okay, all these things are described, or you can take your time, look at this in the PDF that's included with the course at VBAHowTo.com. It's a donors and donations database. Okay, example of how to set control properties and how to, and again, if you have questions, leave them in the comments below. Leave them in the comments below. And here's my select string, select donor ID from TBL donations. Okay, back here in my table, donations table, again at video number 1, we were talking about the primary key here. This relates to the donor in the donations table. I'm sorry, in the TBL donors table. So this relates to an actual donor in the donors table, the TBL donors table. And we're saying, okay, well, where is this? And I'm going to just do a find 15. It's going to find it one time. I'm going to right click and choose filter, and it's going to just do the filter. Just kind of prove it at this one, and it's 32. Who is 32? If I go back here to TBL donors, 32 is going to be, where is 32? Well, I don't know. Let's sort these out and let's see. And Howard. Okay, we established that earlier in the video that Howard was the one who gave $15. Okay, so again here we're doing it in the back end in the code, and set RST equals the current database. Okay, the current database uses an object, a DAO object, data access object, and why change it to make it ADO or whatever? Just use the current database is very useful, and so you're going to use current database. It's going to be the database you're currently working with, open record set and the string. Okay, and open query by we're getting the value for the this is something a bit different. And the DoCmd object, use DoCmd to open up things. DoCmd open query, DoCmd open form, DoCmd open report, various DoCmds. So, and then we're going to continue next time with module 3, validating data. Okay. Oh. So, hopefully that explained what you needed, and that went through the, no, I don't want to say we changed with that, I don't want to change with that, no, and that. So that's that. So in this video, as we established, where's the video? Oh, let me go back to the beginning here. Make sure we covered everything. We saw how to reference form objects. Me, okay, the current, we also have open form and have the form, but me is going to be the one that you're currently working on. How to set control properties, how to obtain values selected in the control. We can set control properties like the caption. We receive the caption or whatever the value was of the text box, and how to use the DoCmd object. DoCmd open form, DoCmd open query, DoCmd open report. So all that good stuff. Again, if you have questions, leave them in the comments below. If you don't, come on. I encourage you to come out to VBAHowTo.com. You're going to get a lot of get a lot of tutorials, and you'll be able to get this course. I encourage you to come and get this, and also the VBA How To, the whole VBA course. It's very inexpensive, and it's going to make you do a great job at your current job, or help you get another one if you need to. Thanks for watching, and make sure that if you're not a subscriber, to subscribe to this video. I may have said don't subscribe to the other videos, but Really, I mean, just subscribe and like the video. Thanks, bye-bye.